Hello everyone, my name is Melanie and this is my industry research. So let's go ahead and jump in. So the three artists I chose were William Castellone, Oz Cooper, and Eric Gale. I did line them up as I named them, so top to bottom, so you can go ahead and put a name or a face to the name or a name to the face. um, so first we're going to be talking about Oz Cooper. So, for his career, he was a type designer, lettering artist, graphic designer, but he was mainly known for typography. In 1904, Cooper and Fred S. I can't pronounce his last name, I can try, Birch, formed a design firm of Birch and Cooper where they created ad campaigns. By 1914, the firm had grown and had become the largest art production facility by the time Fred had retired. For his education, at the age of 17, he left school to become an apprentice in a printing establishment, which is a printer devil. He attended Frank Holmes School of Illustration, where he studied illustration. He then moved to Chicago to study in person, where he discovered lettering was his strength, and I guess drawing wasn't, or yeah, drawing wasn't, he wasn't good at it, so then he discovered that lettering was his strength. So yeah. Next, we're going to be, so this is some of his fonts. This is Cooper Old Style Regular, the first one. It came out in 1918 and it was the first one he released. Then Cooper Italic in 1924, and then in 1922, Cooper Black, which was the second best-selling type and also the heavier version of Cooper Old Style. So it was the first one right here. It was originally called Cooper, but they later renamed it to Cooper Old Style. Next, we're gonna be talking about Eric Gill. So as I was doing my research about this guy, things were a little weird. If you want to find out, you can go ahead and research it yourself. But let's just say that he was keeping it in the family, which is, uh, anyways. So Eric Gill, his career, he was an English sculptor, typeface designer, and printmaker, but was mainly known for his sculptures and typography. In 1910, he began carving stone figures. He did incorporate a lot of his religious views and sexual behavior into his work. He was associated with the arts and crafts movement, where he was considered an infamous figure for his exotic imagery. If you go ahead and go and look up some of his artwork, there is a lot of exotic imagery because he was very curious about sex all the time. So, he did receive the highest British award for designers called the Royal Designers for Industry. His education, he studied at Chichester Technical and Art School, then moved to London to learn about architecture. In 1903, he had dropped the architecture classes to study calligraphy, letter cutting, and monumental mason. He did work under W.D. I don't know how to pronounce his name, Cairo. So yeah. Um, let's go ahead and go to see some of his work. So, The Mother and Child in 1912. It was the it was the first sculpture where he encountered public success. I know there was a sculpture before this where they told him that it was horrible. So, and then in 1930, Gill Sans typefaces. He produced Gill Sans typefaces that were inspired by sans serif lettering. It has 15 fonts and was released by the British branch of Monotype. And then 1911, Ecstasy released sculpture where a male and female are shown copulating, and that has some religion twist into it. Let's go ahead and go to the last one. We have William Castellone. I didn't find much information about him because I guess it's been so long. So he was an English type founder. Um, His typefaces established the first English national typographic style. He founded the Castellone Foundry in 1739, which became the leading English type foundry in the 18th and 19th century. His education is unknown, but I know he trained as an engraver and opened a business in the 1716 engraving gunlocks, burls, and was a bookbinder tool cutter. Yeah, some of his work. I was a little confused about his work because I kept on trying to find, all the typefaces he had created, and not much was popping up. I know there was over, I think like 70 something or 40 something, 47 or 74, not sure. Um, so we have the Castellone typeface, which was the first typeface he released. And then we have the English Arabic typeface, which was used in a Psalter and a New Testament. Oh, so his typefaces were inspired by the Dutch Barracu types. His typefaces were also used for the first version of the United States Declaration of Independence, which was the Castellone typeface. And then the last one, italic/Roman typeface, were his first Latin typefaces. So yeah. Um, so that's pretty much all I have for today. Thank you for watching. These are my resources in case y'all want to go and look up more. I highly recommend y'all look up Eric Gill if y'all want to know about his twisted past. Um, and then definitely William Castellone, because he is an English type founder. And then Mr. Oz Cooper. I really enjoyed looking up Mr. Oz Cooper's story. He was amazing. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching.